All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Lakakadash, giving double honor to the prophet of the great millstone, peace and blessings with Christian truth and sincerity, and the Bible bull. All right, so we're going to Apostle Dash, make sure you're doing another lesson. All right, so I'm talking about Jacob's trouble. All right, my page was down for like 2 weeks, so be prepared. I'm about to let them go. Just letting you know, it's about to be up. But it's Jeremiah 30:7. All right, it say, "At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Or it say, "At last," with an exclamation mark, meaning this, when you say something with an exclamation mark, it's supposed to be like, "At last." Like, you're supposed to say it loudly with excitement, like, because that's what it is. It's telling you it's something serious. It say, "For that day is great." All right, when something great, that don't mean it's good, that don't mean it's bad. You got to use the in-text clues. Right? So this day gonna be great, right? It says so that none is like it. So it's never gonna be a day like this before. It says it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. So it's trouble. Whose trouble is it? Jacob. And we know it's not just Jacob himself. His name was changed to Israel, right? So it's just a word, another name for Israel. Jacob is we Jacobites, right? Same way we Israelites. His name was changed to Israel. That makes us Israelites. We're still Jacobites. His name was changed to Israel. So it's just a word, another word. Just how you got Jew, you got the like the word Jew, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, or they'll just call really modern day terms anyone that look like a Negro, really. But you got that. But this day gonna be great, and it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be the most troubling time of all time. It's gonna never be a day like this before. And it's not gonna literally be a day, it's gonna be a time period. Right? How long is the time period? We're not sure. It could be a year, could be less, could be more. It's not 1,000 years or nothing like that, because it's gonna be a quick point. Not like it's gonna be not that long in the Lord's eyes. In our eyes, a year is some time. Not saying Jacob's trouble was a year, because I don't know how long Jacob's trouble is gonna be, but it's gonna be the greatest time, the most troubling, most horrific time ever seen on the planet Earth. It say, but he shall be saved out of it. Who is that he? The elect. Not just the 144,000, but the 144,000 plus the multitude. Or that's a common thing I see a lot. I saw a post on Instagram, and it said, "This is how many people gonna get saved," and it showed a football stadium, and it was filled up. That's incorrect. Way more people are gonna get saved than that. The scriptures talk about how 2/3, we call them the 2/3 because 2/3 of Israel, 66.6%. All right, they're gonna get destroyed. But the scriptures say Israel is numbered as the sand of the sea. So just because it ain't a flood of Israelites here now, don't mean when that day of all hell breaking loose, don't mean it ain't gonna be there in that moment. You know, you're gonna have people waking up right in the nick of time. Scriptures talk about how the elect shall be scarcely saved, but they gonna be saved. All right, it's gonna be a lot of Israelites. So Israel is numbered as the sand of the sea. That means there's so many of us you can't number us. Only the Lord knows. All right, this is Joel chapter 2:11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can abide it? All right, I'm taking it back from the top. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. Anytime the Lord speak, something amazing happen. You got to think he said, "Let there be," and those things appeared. That's you got to really think about what level the Lord is on to do something like that. Imagine you being a kid. When you was a kid, let's say like you was 3 years old or something, you didn't know what $100,000 was, or you didn't know what. I'm gonna use something random. You didn't know what a V8 engine was, or you ain't know what the forest all the way in Brazil was called. You was a little kid. The Lord, before things even existed, the Lord said, "Let there be," and it appeared. The Lord knew what things was before they even appeared. All right, so just throwing that out there. When the Lord speaks, it's something amazing. All right, it say, for his camp is very great. The Lord's army is the greatest army of all time because it can't be beaten. You know, it's not gonna be like I forget that movie from the early 2000s where they was fighting the aliens. Independence Day. It's not gonna be like Independence Day where you got some of the alien ships going down and America come out on top. No, it's not gonna be like that. It say, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. It says it's terrible. Let's just get a quick uh, look up on that word. Or you know what? Most people know what terrible means. You gotta look it up on your own time. My thing acting funny. But it say it's very great. The Lord is great and very terrible. You know, you gotta think about that. That's something strong. It ain't like they said, yeah, he all love and all nice. Yeah, the Lord got love, and he do show kindness towards us. But hey, he can get terrible too. He's a man of war. This is Joel 2:31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord. Now, we done had a lot of eclipses, and we done had a lot of blood moons. All right, so I'm throwing it out there. It can happen at any moment. Jace, Jacob's trouble, JT. It can happen any moment. Of course, you got the prophecies like the mark of the beast, World War III, but who knows how quick those could come. All right, Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So this is gonna be the most craziest, wildest time ever. And I was just telling brothers about this movie called This Is the End, right? And the movie was kind of going off. They had like mo things, um, false doctrine. You know, we still in we still in Babylon. So you know, movies and things they going even if it's about the truth or has truth to it, it's gonna have a little off to it. But that's the thing. This movie was showing straight up how chaotic it was. You know, it was people grouping up together to eat other people, and they was Hollywood. They had got real actors like to pretend to be they self. Basically, it was in the movie. It was like a party going on, and out of nowhere, Jacob's Trouble popped off. People was getting beamed up in the movie, and after everybody got beamed up, you know, all hell broke loose. That's really Christian doctrine. After everybody get beamed up, this place getting destroyed. Ain't no more chances. But you know, that's that Christian doctrine where after everybody get beamed up, you got to find a way to find the scriptures and be accepted by the Lord and all that. So yeah, that's not real. Once the Lord get His elect, we out of here. This place getting destroyed. All right. It say Isaiah 13:9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. All right. So look, the Lord he coming cruel. You know, you always got Jake talking about how they coming. This how I'm coming. How you coming ain't don't compare to the Lord. How he coming. The Lord coming with missiles. The Lord coming with fire and brimstone. The Lord coming with death and he gonna make this place, which was once known as a think about it. This place used to be known as a paradise. The whole country, damn near the whole continent, even the continent below, all just paradise. Now look at it. You think it's destroyed? Now wait till the Lord make it desolate. He gonna turn it into a desert. I'm gonna grab this. This is Isaiah 13:6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So look, better scream out to the Lord. Better call out. Do what you got to do to get right with the Lord, because the day of the Lord is at hand. You know, you might wake up tomorrow and it's go time. That's why we can't be slacking. We can't be falling off. None of that stuff. We got to stay on point. This is Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves of roaring. Man, we got all that stuff. How many blood moons? How many gigantic moons, shining moons, solar eclipses? Nations at distress. We on the brink of World War III. The sea and the waves roaring. Come on, people. Everything gets flooded nowadays. Everything. Whole. They literally said in the next 3 years, our whole country will be flooded. Of course, Lord willing, we ain't here the next 3 years, but man, that stuff is gonna be bad. This Joel. I'm not reading out this video. I'm gonna make it part two for that one. I'm looking for one to close out. Looking for a specific one. Actually, I guess that's it. I can't really find it, but hey, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Habadash, giving double honor to the Prophet, Elizabeth Millstone, peace and blessings to the birthplace of truth and sincerity, and the Bible.